Good morning.
I'm tired.
Yeah, Lori's very tired. I got great sleep. I don't know if you got great sleep.
I got good sleep, just not enough.
Okay. We're heading to the Roman Colosseum right now to get some tickets because our tickets that we had booked were canceled, and it's a long story, but we're gonna see if we can pivot and get tickets now to be able to see the monument. Do you want to talk about what happened last night?
Sure.
Because I gave a quick update last night, but I just wanted to get Lori's input on it, just to get like a full picture of everything.
I had booked reservations because of what was recommended to us. It was Restaurante, I can't remember the name of it, but it was small and cute and quaint and the best ravioli I've ever had. The food was absolutely delicious. And I had tiramisu for dessert. And yeah, it was just a chill night to explore and then eat, and it was so good.
Yeah, so I hope you had a good anniversary.
It was a busy anniversary.
Okay, so let's head to the Roman Colosseum and then we'll update you guys again.
I'm an evening.
So here's the Roman Colosseum, and it's so big, but yet so incredible. It's packed everywhere. You can see that there's like millions of people everywhere. And there's a couple taking pictures. Maybe getting married. Maybe they're engaged, I don't know. But we don't have our tickets aren't good until 11 o'clock, and it's around 10:30, so we're just gonna sit down and wait because we're pretty tired. It's been a long trip and we just need some time to rest and kind of relax a bit. So we'll see the Colosseum from the inside, and then we go to the Roman Forum and Palatine Hill. So then we'll meet back again after that. All right. We are at the Roman Forum right now, right after Roman Colosseum, and we went through Palatine Hill, and it's just like ruins everywhere. It's absolutely amazing.
Gorgeous.
Yeah, gorgeous, stunning. Like all the words to describe something incredible. I love it because it could really send you down history, and like it makes you transport yourself to the very specific time that this was created, and you can almost like live in that era for a second. So
And it's incredible how these structures, I mean, a lot of the stuff we've seen today has been here BC or AD.
yeah,
And it's like
everything was created like 2,000 years ago, and it's been here for 2,000 years
it's crazy.
or more. Yeah, it's absolutely insane.
We saw where Augustus lived.
Yeah.
This is where a lot of emperors and really famous, known people in society in the creation of Rome in those early days gathered and lived. And it's just incredible to see where they lived. And
Yeah, just get one last view of where we are.
And from certain views, you get views of the Colosseum, which is just stunning. So they would live here, and then they would probably just walk right over to the Colosseum for their awful entertainment.
And she means like the gladiator fights or the hunts.
They would go in there. We learned all about the Colosseum today. I learned things I didn't know, and how many animals from all
rhinos,
over,
elephants, lions.
They would they would just
They would have
them.
They would have fights or hunts
and it was,
with them.
The Colosseum was used strictly for entertainment, kind of like a big stadium, a big amphitheater. They didn't have football, they didn't have movie theaters, so they'd go to the Colosseum and torture animals. So when I learned that when we were there, I'm like, why am I here? But it was amazing.
Yeah, everything was really cool to see. But
and the marble and stone here in Italy. Now I know why so many stones and certain materials like that we use in our houses or floors, why they're from Italy, because it's gorgeous here. The marble here has been my favorite.
yeah.
So just a little tidbit.
Yeah. So let's go and find
We're gonna go to the Pantheon
next, and then eat maybe, or the other way around. We're see.
We're sweating bullets. We're dressed like it's winter and the sun is out and it's hot.
So
but better than rain.
Yeah, better than rain. So let's go and do that.
Abrine.
How cool, huh?
It's so cool in person.
I think I have to get up close because I don't know if the camera will be able to hear us, but the Trevi Fountain is
Beautiful.
beautiful. Like, is a work of art.
Can I go like this? Look at this.
That is amazing, huh?
And the water's like crystal blue, and we just learned about the history of it, and this area around here is gorgeous, so we're gonna keep exploring. We just had coffee, a pistachio cannoli. That's the best we've
Oh
had.
my gosh, that literally the best I ever had in the
It was
world,
to
like
die
in
for.
my life.
And yeah, we're gonna walk it off.
Yeah, we're trying to find the Spanish Steps.
Oh, and we went in the Pantheon,
Yeah, and we went in the Pantheon, so
which was cool. But again, that's like church number 20 or something.
yeah, and it was like really small, like compared to like other things that we've gone to. So it took us like maybe like 20 minutes. But yeah, so our next move is to go to the Spanish Steps and see where we go from there, because we're just trying to explore as much as possible today.
We're getting a lot done.
Yeah.
All right, apanime. sudden it started raining out of nowhere.
Like it was dry 1 second and then all of a sudden it started raining.
It wasn't supposed to rain today.
Okay, so real quick story, pretty funny. Behind us is a church right now, and right now when it started raining, we literally ran to the first building that we could find, and we found like this building. We stood under this building without like any reason or anything, and then we come to see that it was a church. We go inside the church, we light a candle, we said a prayer, and thanking God for blessing us with this trip and all the memories that we had so far. And literally when we come out, before we came out, I told Lori the freakiest thing would be if we come outside and it's not raining anymore, and it's literally not raining anymore.
So,
what are the chances?
So we think God made it rain so we'd go in the church and say a prayer.
Yeah.
And then we come out and it's clear.
Yeah, so pretty crazy.
Even though it's not like we haven't been going to churches.
Yeah.
We've been going to a million churches, but it just was, in Rome there's churches.
Everywhere.
Almost every building is a church, but they don't look like a church. You wouldn't think it's a church. You think it's a courthouse or something. So we didn't even think this was a church, and we found out we went in and it was like gorgeous.
Yeah, because we were standing outside and we were like, let's see what this is. Is it a museum or whatever? And so we were like, let's just check it out, see what we can do while it rains. And it comes to be a church, and yeah, pretty crazy story.
Cool
yeah, it was a cool moment.
Okay. I'm not a meatball person. That is the most flavorful thing I've ever had. It melts in your mouth, and that sauce, wow. Wow. This is not flattering.
All right, we're back at the Airbnb after going through a couple experiences. We went to the Museum of Da Vinci.
We stumbled on it.
Yeah, it was like right in front of the church that we were at, so we actually went. And I wanted to go to it, but we thought it was like on the other side of the river, and it turns out that it was right in front of where we were, so we just did it. And I'm a big Da Vinci fan, but
I know nothing about it.
yeah, Lori didn't know anything about him, and I think she really liked it.
I thoroughly enjoyed it. I didn't know anything about Da Vinci, really. I knew the name. I know the famous, like, pictures and whatever. But afterwards, my mouth was, like, dropped after learning all he did, all he was, what a genius he was. My favorite part of it, personally, was the human anatomy part, the medicine part. He just was a genius. And what he created, we got to see his notebooks and his sketches and his writings and his calculations. I could go on and on. I absolutely loved it. And you learn about, so the Last Supper, which is like probably one of the most famous pictures in the world. I've always seen that my whole life. I didn't know he made it. You learn about the ins and outs of the Last Supper picture and how he created that and why he created it the way he did. I could go on and on. I loved it. It was random. It wasn't on the itinerary, but we did it, and I'm so glad we did.
Yeah. Then we went all the way across the river, so it took us maybe 30 minutes to get from where we were all the way to Trastevere, which is on the other side of the river, and we ate at the best place. I don't know if it's the best place yet. I would say it is, but it was absolutely incredible. We tried an artichoke. We tried.
Was it fried?
Yeah, I think no, or in the oven. They probably put it in there.
It looked like a pineapple. They burned it to a crisp.
Well, it was really good. And then we tried meatballs. That was amazing.
God! I don't even like meatballs. Their meatballs and their tomato sauce, it melted in your mouth.
And then we tried this pasta that didn't even have tomato sauce, but it had cherry tomatoes and basil, and it was, I don't know, it
homemade
was just
fettuccine.
so good.
So poor Ozzy. So Trastevere is a neighborhood south of the Tiber River, and the main parts of Rome are all north of the river, or at least more north. And it's a neighborhood that YouTube made me fall in love with, and made me believe I needed to go there. And so we went there, and we were in line for one of the most famous restaurants there, and because it went viral on TikTok. And then I was like, I just had a feeling I don't know, all the tourists are in line here, and that usually tells you something. You want the hole in the wall, authentic Italian restaurants that the locals go to. So I pulled up TikTok and I just looked up best Italian food in Trastevere, and the girl that hasn't led us astray yet, I watched her video and she recommended a restaurant. So I put it in the navigation, and Ozzy's, at this point, we walked from the Museum of Da Vinci, which is past the Trevi Fountain, and we walked all the way down, crossed past our Airbnb, crossed the Tiber River, finally got to this restaurant, and we get in line. Ozzy's sweating, he's exhausted, he's hungry, and I say, oh no, this isn't a good place, we need to go here. And he's like, are you serious? And so I'm like, it's only 5 minutes, it'll be worth it. So we walked there, and he ended up loving it.
Yeah,
so I'm so
was
happy.
Really worth it.
So that was our night. Oh, and then we asked the waiter. So waiters here don't ask you if you want your check. They just assume you want to sit there, talk, and be there forever, because Italians take things very slow. So we asked the waiter, so everywhere we go, Ozzy asks him for the check. And he's the only one in the restaurant that does it. But it's like, we have places to be. We have things to do. And they're always like, oh, yes, sir. Like, they always like...
Yeah, they're so formal.
Because they're not used to it. Like, Italians just sit and chill and talk or drink wine, whatever. And so when we asked for the check, I asked if there was any good gelato, and he recommended this one place. So we navigated it. Turns out it was right next to our Airbnb. Like, literally like
if
the
I knock
on my
thing.
wall, it's right there. And we had a very funny experience in there. It was wild. They had a million flavors, and they were weird. Like, oh my God, what was one? It was like basil, wine, and something else.
And honey.
Honey, like weird stuff that you would never. So anyways, but the guy that worked there was really funny and made us have a good laugh. Which
he almost didn't let Lori get away with one scoop.
Well, because I said I want. He's like, waffle cone, and I'm, of course, he didn't say it like that, right? We barely can understand each other. And then he's like, well, waffle cone. I say yes, and I just wanted like a refreshing lemon. It's like lemon. And he's like, just one? I said, yes. And he's like, one is baby scoop. And I was like, okay, I'll get pistachio. Because I get pistachio everywhere. And anyways, he probably thought I was psycho, because I asked him about every single flavor and if it was good. And he just said yes to every flavor.
The most monotone way ever.
They had rice and vanilla. I don't know. They had weird flavors.
Yeah, they had like lemon and bananas. And,
oh yeah,
yeah. But overall, like, I think we got around like 28,000 steps today.
Oh, you guys don't understand. We walked the heck out of Rome in one day.
Yeah, we did way more than we thought. We actually were able to like get ahead of our schedule, explore. I know, I love that. We were able to explore way more places. We actually explored places that we're supposed to do tomorrow.
Oh yeah, we like knocked out almost everything out of
tomorrow. But tomorrow we have Vatican City, so we're just gonna try to get ahead and get our tickets we have our tickets for that, and just see that, and then see what else we can do tomorrow for our last day.
We haven't been to that side of Rome yet. So that Vatican City and all of that is across the river, and we haven't gone to that side, so we probably will explore just as much.
Yeah, but tomorrow is our last day, so I think I am excited for tomorrow and to have our last day, but I'm also getting ready to go home and
the bathroom we have here.
Oh my gosh, the bathroom is the tiniest.
It's 1 foot by 1 foot square.
If you ever, and our shower is for like short people. If you ever seen the movie Elf, when Will Ferrell is in the shower, that's exactly the experience that I had showering in the shower.
The toilet and the shower, it's worse than Paris. I thought Paris was bad because like your head is on the wall when you use the toilet. Here, the shower touches the toilet, so you have to go
diagonally.
You're sitting outside on the toilet. It's the tiniest, most awful bathroom. And I told Ozzy, because every night I'm always like, oh, I can't wait to shower and get clean. And tonight I'm like, I don't want to shower because it's so tiny and miserable.
Yeah.
Oh. So
But
that's been Rome.
yeah, so today was a great day.
Oh.
We are gonna probably, shower and call it a night and get ready for tomorrow for our last day. So
All right, andiamo.